Hi guys, I'm going to show you a couple of things that are on the I Know It's in the geometry section of assignments. They're not in our books, but they're things that you probably learned before about geometry, and one of them you'll learn more about next year, but I know you guys can handle it, so I'm going to go ahead and give you those last two things. One thing is shapes that are polygons. This is really simple. Okay, polygons are shapes that are made with straight lines. This square is a polygon. This rectangle is a polygon. This goofy shape here, polygon. They're all straight lines. A heart is not a polygon. A circle, not a polygon. Okay? So only shapes made with straight lines. Okay? If you want to put that in your math journal, go ahead and write that down, but that's a pretty simple one. So you have quadrilaterals, triangles, all the different shapes, hexagons, pentagons, octagons, all of those are polygons because they're made with straight lines. Okay? The other thing I wanted to show you was, and I've lost my eraser, give me 1 second. I don't know where my paper towel went. That's all right. The other thing I want to show you how to do is volume. Volume is how much an object can hold. Okay? Now, what we're talking about is like a three-dimensional shape. It kind of goes along with area. For area, remember we wanted to do length times width, and that showed how much this whole piece would cover. Volume takes it one step further, and when I turn this into a cube, the volume tells me how much I can fit inside that cube. It's like a box. So we have to measure the length and the width, but we also have to do what we call the depth. How deep is it? How far back does it go? So in order to find volume, you multiply the length times the width times the depth. Okay? Let me put some numbers with this and I'll show you what I mean. If our length is 8 inches, our width also 8 inches, and let's say our depth is only 6 inches. We're going to multiply all three of those numbers together. So first I'm going to do 8 times 8, because I know that one. I ate and ate until I got sick on the floor. 8 times 8 is 64. Then I have to multiply that 64 by this other 6. Okay? 6 times 4 would be 24. Carry the 2. 6 times 6, 36, plus 2 more is 38. Now, when they're doing volume, they're kind of deciding how many little cubes can I fit inside this box. So if you think about the base 10 blocks that we used in class, the little tiny cubes, the little blue ones, imagine if I wanted to fill up this box and see how many of those little cubes I could stack up all the way in there. This tells me that it would take 384 cubic inches to fill in that box. Okay? So we put CU to show cube, IN to show inches. Cubic inches tells me I'm talking about volume. I multiplied all three dimensions so I can figure out exactly how long I have to go, how high I have to go, and how deep I have to go with all those layers of blocks to fill it all the way out. Okay? Let's try another one. Let's do a rectangular prism. Stretch this out this way. Remember, I'm not a real good drawer, but I try. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. All right, so let's say that this box is 10 feet long, 6 feet tall, and 3 feet wide. I'm sorry, 10 feet long, 6 feet wide, 3 feet deep. Okay, the depth. It doesn't matter really which one you call them, which one's the length, which one's the width, which one's the depth. Sometimes they call it height, the height. So either, whatever. You just know you have to measure those three or multiply those three measurements. So I'm going to start out doing 10 times 6, which is easy because we know it's always that number with a 0 on it. Okay? Now I have to multiply that by 3. Also easy because I'm going to put that 0 down, forget about it, do 3 times 6 and get 180 cubic feet. That tells me if I took those little cubes and laid them in there, actually it would be a cube that's 1 foot by 1 foot, and I stacked them in. If I went 10 feet across, and I went 6 feet high, and I did them 3 feet back, and I stacked all the way across, like kept going, and fill this all in with cubes that are 1 foot by 1 foot. So here you get an idea of what I'm doing here, filling it all in with cubes. It would take 180 cubes that are a foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. Okay? Hopefully that explains it to you. The most important thing to remember is that you're multiplying out length times width times, you can call it height or depth, whichever one you want to do that, however which way you want to call it. But you're going to have 3 measurements that you'll have to do. On your I Know It assignment, it only shows you 3 numbers, so you'll know for sure which 3 numbers to use. All right, so after watching this lesson, go ahead and go to I Know It's. You have one on polygons and one on volume. If you have any questions, just send me a message.